We're here with Brianne Ray from Pride Seeds. We're here at one of our silage trials just south of Cypress River. It's September 12th today, so fall is here. We figured it's a good time to touch base with an industry expert on proper silage timing. So Brianne, what do you look for when it comes to making high quality silage?
Yeah, so first thing is timing. Big thing is you want to look at whole plant moisture. So you want to target about 65% whole plant moisture. And of course, that's different for every operation, whether you have a dairy operation or more of a cattle operation, and what you want out of your corn silage. But kind of a rule of thumb is to look at the milk line. So if we crack this one in half here, when you look at the tip end, you can see a milk line starting. So what that milk line is that hard packed starch that's starting to form. So here we have about, I'd say, a quarter milk line or so. So a few days depending on weather, and we should be close to chopping.
So 65% whole plant moisture being our target. Why is that our target? Why do we not want to be too much later or too much before that, Brianne?
So the biggest thing with that is feed quality, number one. So we want to make sure that we do have starch forming. That in turn gives us energy in our feed. And then if it's too wet, you can get seepage running out of the pit. Just won't be very high quality feed. If it's too dry, a lot of the times we'll see trouble with packing. So the tractor just can't pack it down nice enough to properly ensile the silage.
So we unfortunately had a frost event on Saturday night. I think we saw some varying degrees of damage. How do you take leaf damage into consideration when we're timing these silage crops?
So yeah, same thing with frost is we want to look at whole plant moisture. Frost can be a bit deceiving because it can turn your leaves brown. So we do want to take into consideration what that moisture is in that whole plant. And just like with any other crop, how cold was it and how long was it cold for? And one big thing that we want to do is wait 5 to 7 days after the frost event before we go out and scout. I said before, you can have the water soaked looking leaves, but if you do have green below the ear and at the ear, usually you are okay. And one thing to worry about with frost is the accumulation of nitrates. So we do want to wait after a frost event before chopping if we do see that whole plant starting to die down, and just let those nitrates settle down to the bottom of the stalk and maybe raise our cutting height up a little bit just to avoid any possible nitrates and improve that feed quality.
Okay, well, thanks so much again for all the tips, Brianne. While you're here, what do we like about silage specific corn varieties for our cattle?
Yeah, so you can see right now we're mid-September and our plant is still nice and healthy, still nice and green. So that is a good characteristic of our silage-specific hybrids. They stay green long and allow you to have a bigger window for chopping. As you can see with our silage-specific hybrids, we have a flint kernel and a white cob, which gives a bit more ease of digestibility for the animals when they're eating the corn silage.
Okay, well, thanks again for your time, Brianne. Should we send a few of these plants to the wood chipper and see what they're at for moisture right now?
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. We'll get an idea of where the crop is at and what the whole plant moisture is.